Alright, so today we are wrapping up the wear test for the Covergirl foundation, the Vitalist Healthy Elixir. So I'm going to be applying it today, giving you my final thoughts, and that's going to be that. So let's just, woo, my hair is pretty today. I'm going to get this on my face so we can talk about it. So I am using the 710 shade. Now as I'm applying this, I'm going to be talking to you about it and how I have worn it in the past. Actually, I probably should prime, shouldn't I? So to prime, I am going to use my e.l.f. Illuminating Moisturizer. And then because I like the glow, on top of that, I'm going to put the Loreal True Match LumiGlowtion in 901 Fair Glow. So, this is actually my 4th or 5th time wearing this product, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure. Definitely 4th or 5th. So, the first time I wore it, even now, obviously, it is too dark for me, the shade 710. But I kind of don't mind it. Now that I've worn this darker shade, it's almost like I don't like the lighter shades that actually match me, because I'm always the lightest of everything. And even then, sometimes the lightest shade isn't right for me, or it is still too dark. So, I have mixed this foundation with the LA Girl ProCoverage High Definition foundation in white. And that's going to be a separate video, but I did include, or will be including, a couple clips from that into this video because I did wear this foundation in that product testing video. So what I'm going to do is insert those clips, like I've said, from the few times prior that I've worn it. And I think I do have a clip, excuse me, I'm drinking coffee. I do have a clip that will be included that shows like well, you'll see it as I apply it now, how it doesn't match me. So, but anyway, I've now primed my face. Why couldn't I think of what that was called? And so I'm going to go ahead and apply this. I am applying it with my Wet n Wild sponge, and I'm just going to actually just dab the sponge into it and then go to town. I guess, yeah. The camera makes it look better, but in real life this is super dark and super golden on me. But oh well, I'm not leaving the house today, so I'm not super concerned about the discoloration. Okay, so I have everything blended in, and that did take me 3 pumps of the foundation because I do have to paint it down my neck to make it semi-work for me. Okay, so now that it's on, let's talk about it. The finish, I love it. Now, take into consideration, I did use 2 glowy products underneath of it, the e.l.f. Illuminating Moisturizer and the True Match LumiGlowtion. So, in my wear test, I have tried it with the LumiGlowtion. I've also tried it with the Spotlight Illuminating Primer from Physicians Formula, and also the Dewy Primer from Wet n Wild. So I have tried it with multiple primers, and I think it looks good with all 3 of them. I think it looks glowy. Obviously, they're dewy illuminating primers, but I love the finish. Okay, the color. The color is wrong for me, but I love it. Like, I don't even really, I'm not going to buy the 705, especially because I have the LA Girl Whitening Foundation now, so stay tuned for that video. That's going to go up after this. The wear I feel like it looks good everywhere except for around my mouth. Starts to look too dark and to kind of look like, I don't want to say old, but it like accentuates my fine lines and things, like my smile lines and the lines on the edges, like the edges, the corners, that's what I want to say, the corners of my lips look bad, but nobody's really getting that close to me except my husband, so oh well. It looks good everywhere else. It looks good on my cheeks. It looks good in this area right here. So do I give this a thumbs up? Do I add it to my holy grails, which honestly, probably my favorite foundations right now are the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation that I'm using. I've used a combination of Alabaster and Shell Ivory. Those are probably my go-to foundations right now. Like if I want to go out and I want to look good and know I'm going to look good and stay looking good and it doesn't feel foundation-y on my face, I use those. So is this going to go in that pile? Yes, I love this foundation. I bought it on the recommendation of Raw Beauty Christy, because I've seen her use this foundation many times, or at least talk about it many times. And she also talks about how she goes darker because lighter, like, it doesn't make you look ghostly and pale, and it's summer, so I really feel like I can get away with this right now, especially if I, like, paint it down my neck, because 9 times out of 10, I do have a t-shirt, a high neck t-shirt on, so I feel like I can get away with it. So, Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir, thumbs up from me. If you haven't tried it, look out for it. I did get mine for like 50 cents from it was 51 cents from CVS because I saved up coupons. So this is something that I would recommend, and I do believe, don't quote me on this, but I do believe that this is cruelty free, because I feel like this was one of the foundations people have been, not this foundation, but this brand people have been talking about, because it is a cruelty free option. So I like it. Oh, it even has SPF in it. It has SPF 20. I didn't realize that, so that's great. So I love this. I'll leave it linked in the description box below, and thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this review. Please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I upload every Monday and Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When I can, I try to throw up a bonus video on Wednesdays, and I hope to see you back here. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.